Welcome back to the channel. So today's video is how I got my testosterone levels to the levels that they are at. So currently my testosterone levels are sitting around 950 grams per deciliter. I actually had it tested. It's like a blood test. You got to go to the doctor and have it tested. And those are what my levels are. And if you want levels as high as that or even higher, keep watching to the end of the video. So why would you even want high testosterone in the first place, right? Testosterone is mainly, like, females have a little bit of it too, but testosterone is mainly, a male hormone, right? And I'm saying male, right? So obviously we have it, right, as humans, but animals have it in the wild too. And I just want to take a look at some animals in the wild, right? All right, we all watch Animal Planet. We all watch like Planet Earth, like those type of sci-fi, not sci-fi, but documentative films on like animals and stuff like that, right? We all watch it. I don't care how old you are. You probably turn it on to go to sleep. You probably turn it on when you're not doing anything. I don't know if you do it anymore, but it's on Netflix. I still watch it. If I'm going to sleep, I watch it. But that's besides the point. We all stumbled across, films of like elephants or just basically males in the wild getting ready to compete for female attention, right? I want to go to specifically elephants. Elephants are one of the deadliest animals on planet Earth. I would imagine that they're one of the animals that have the highest testosterone levels, right? Because when their testosterone levels are high, literally they start leaking from the ear. They get really aggressive, they get really competitive, and basically it's a fight for, not only just the woman, just don't even think about that, not only for the female, but to push your genes and pass your genes on to the next generation, right? So it's not, oh, I'm just gonna get the woman. It's on the surface level is that, but it's to prolong your genetic material, is to pass on your genetic material, right? So the elephants and all animals get really aggressive. They get really competitive. It's literally a fight to the end, right? And do you think that's any different from us? Do you think that's any different from us? And the answer is a big no. It's not any different from us. On the surface level, we're going to get the female, right? The males are going to get the female, right? But how do we get the female? Obviously advanced creatures, right? We have social dynamics, we have financial dynamics, we have just like we're literally in a whole different category. I don't want to spend too much time in it because it's completely evident. How do we get the female, right? Financially, right? You got to make sure your pockets are deep. You got to make sure your pockets are really, really deep, right? You got to make sure you're fit. You got to make sure you look good. You got to make sure you basically talk good. You got to make sure that, and everything just keeps on stacking on top of each other, right? And testosterone helps us do literally just that, right? And I'm just going to tell you, because I read a study that the average male's testosterone is dropping, right? I read somewhere that it was like 440, right? I don't even want to know what that feels like. It feels like it's like a nightmare, right? I would feel like I'm a titan, like just walking, right? That's how I think that would feel, right? Because I think I've had high testosterone, and whatever I did led me to get higher testosterone, but the average male's testosterone is around like 450, and mine's is almost at 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, right? So I'm just going to tell you the notices or the things that I feel, right, that I've noticed that are different from other people, right? I'm extremely energetic. Sometimes I feel like I'm on crack, right? I'm extremely energetic. I'm extremely competitive, right? It's real easy for me. I'm not a morning person, right? But at the end of like my whole routine and everything, I feel like I'm on crack, right? I just turn on my music, I'm on crack. I'm just going on 110%, right? And it's just like little basic things I try to beat other people in. I'm a DOT driver, and we have to drive to the warehouse and load out. We park our box trucks or Sprinter vans or whatever it is for the day, mainly box trucks, and we have to dock onto the dock where we load our packages onto our vehicle, and everybody has to do it. I'm just looking around, just like, oh, I'm loading out faster than him. I'm loading out faster than him. It's just like, it gets you into that trance of being competitive. It's not any different from, like our less civilized, I'm not even going to say counterparts because they're not anything like us, but like elephants. Like it's not anything different. I'm loading out faster than you. I don't care what it is. If you look at me a certain way and like there's like a hidden competition, I'm beating you. I check the time, I make sure I'm good, I make sure that I'm always doing good, right? So like there's like little competitiveness, right? There's always some challenges going on. I remember in the warehouse, randomly, just like competition broke out of who can do the most pull-ups, and I won that. I won that, right? And it's just like, yo, I have high testosterone, right? I'm not a bro head. I'm not like a gym bro or anything like that. It's just how I think. I'm just going to do the best in every situation as possible. If I say, fuck it, I don't care. Unless if I say, yo, that's just not even worth my time, right? But anything like pull-ups, arm wrestle, I'm beating you, right? 9 times, I don't care how big you are, I'm beating you. I feel like I think faster. I feel like my mind is on 110% in every situation. My speed, my reaction time, like when I'm driving, I feel like everything, all of that goes into play in that, right? And I'm constantly always thinking, yo, how can I get rich? Have you guys seen that meme where it's like there's only a couple emotions that guys display, and one of them was, how can I get rich? How can I get rich? If there was a big ass window by me, I'm standing with my back turned, like towards everything, just looking at the abyss, looking at the city line. Yo, I'm gonna get rich. I'm gonna get rich. I'm gonna get rich. Like, I'm always trying to further myself in every situation, right? And like some people, like so that's me at almost testosterone level of 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. I literally got it tested. If I find the test, right, the results, I put in B-roll of it, right? That's literally my testosterone level. And it's crazy. Not that many people have high testosterone levels like that, which is kind of like baffling, which is an explanation to why I get mad at people, right? Because I'm just like, yo, how are you chilling just doing that and this, right? Why aren't you on your computer? Why aren't you being productive? Why aren't you recording something? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? I just get mad at certain people. And I just took it as, yo, that's the difference between like somebody that's gonna make it, somebody that's gonna join the 1%, or somebody that's just gonna chill in like the big fat 50%, right? I just took it as that. But that's one more reason on why, one more thing that separates someone from high T levels to low T levels, right? Another thing too is I put on muscle very, very easy. Now I'm West African, and West Africans do put on muscle very easy. I'm from Ghana specifically, but I put on muscle very easy. I get lean, right? That's one of the main things I want to say in this video. You should get your T levels in order because it's very easy to put on muscle. It's very easy to get that designer physique that you want, right? You're going to get leaned out really fast, right? Like testosterone disrupts you holding on to that like fat that's holding on to dear life. Is just way easy for you to down fat wise, right? And girls, like, they know who has high testosterone and who doesn't, right? They don't consciously know, but they're attracted to that, right? Guys with high T levels, they're successful. They think smart, right? They're low body fat percentage, right? You could tell it. You could see it in their face. They probably have like a very good jaw, right? It's just like there's key indicators on like this guy has high T levels, right? And they're basically attracted to that, and they don't even know. I think I've seen something where there was a study between guys with high T levels and low T levels, and the guys sweat in a shirt, right? And they basically let the test group of girls say which shirt smells better, right? And they chose the guy, right? They chose basically the shirt of the guy that had higher T levels, right? It just goes on and on. You think it's any different from us? You guys know that mating season comes around and high T levels are like basically the males with high T levels win, right? We're in a different category, and we need high T levels all year round because we're in a certain circumstance where we're not, surviving. We're not like in a state of like, of drought, right? So we're not worried about anything else. We're worried about succeeding. We're worried about getting to that next level, basically building something, right? High T levels are needed for that. High T levels are definitely needed for that. And that's enough about me raving on about high T levels, right? So I'm going to tell you guys the things that I did to get high T levels, right? So obviously the gym plays a higher role into that. You need to lift higher weight, right? There's basically a trigger for your hormonal levels when it comes to testosterone. If you, the higher weight that you push, the higher weight that you move, the higher your T levels are, right? There has to be some type of environmental reason why, if you're moving a whole bunch of weight, right, the higher the weight, the more higher your T levels are, right? I can just imagine, right, your body's registering. Our bodies are still the same as they were 5,000 years ago, right? It's just that we're displaced and put into an advanced civilization. So kind of like we're kind of like a species with amnesia, right? These sort of things aren't kept, right? 5,000 years ago, you needed that, high T level to actually perform. You're going to build stronger muscles faster. You're going to build this, you're going to build that. So end of the story, lift heavy weights. And there's something about using your legs, right? The more squats you do, the more leg presses you do with the higher weight, it just boost your testosterone level, right? That's like what I do, right? I try to focus on way more for a multitude of reasons, but one of the byproducts of that is high T levels, right? And one other thing that I did, right, that really helped me, a teaspoon of honey every single night. And when I need to, I do it in the morning, right? Obviously, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm telling you guys what I did, right? But a teaspoon of honey in the night, a teaspoon of honey in the morning sometimes, right? There's a mineral in it named boron, and that indirectly increases your T levels, right? So you can literally feel it, right? You can literally feel the testosterone, going crazy in you, right? If you're a dude with like low libido or something like that, that's gonna get that in check. Eggs, honey, a lot of water, get hydrated, and just complete task, right? The third thing is completing tasks. Let's say if you complete a task, right, and you just feel accomplished, that's a surge of testosterone, right? Testosterone, there's a surge of it when you complete a task. When you accomplish something very hard, or you just accomplish something as little as making your bed every single day for 30 days or even a week, right? You're just gonna feel accomplished, right? So those are the things that I did. It might seem small, but you're gonna notice a big difference. Do that shit long enough and you're gonna notice a huge difference, right? And a byproduct of that, you're just gonna feel better. You're gonna look good, feel good, do good, right? You're gonna be on your grind. You're gonna do what needs to get done to get the ball moving, right? So that's how I got my testosterone to basically 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. Get your testosterone up. There's an epidemic of guys with low ass testosterone, and you can see that shit. Guys looking pudgy, right? Come on, get your T levels in check. Now I don't know if you guys seen this, right? But I'm giving away an Apple Watch SE, right? Once we hit 15K subscribers, I'm going to be actually choosing a winner. What you have to do is subscribe to this channel, go down to the links below, follow both of those Instagram accounts, my personal Instagram account, my business Instagram account, and come back to this video and comment done. And you guys are in the giveaway. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.